Romance anime is garbage. I would love to say romance anime is fire, but I can't lie to you like that. I need to say how I truly feel, and the fact of the matter is, most romance anime is garbage. But today, I wanted to try something different. So I asked a couple of friends for their opinions on the subject, so we're gonna hear what they have to say, and then I'll weigh in on the topic. First up is my good friend, Tenshin. You see, Tenshin has a lot of experience with romance anime, probably more so than me, so his opinion is very important to me. So let's hear what he has to say and we'll go from there.
What romance anime really needs to do is up their disparity level. See, when there's a problem in a romance anime between person A and person B, it usually is resolved within the first or second episode right after it happens. There's no lingering effects, so I can't be affected emotionally by it if it ends so quickly. Now, when it comes to good romance anime like Domestic Girlfriend, Love and Lies, there's always a constant conflict between characters. The despair in each character is so high, I'm forced to be affected by it. But in most cases with romance anime, usually each episode has its own separate problem that doesn't really carry over more episodes. Both characters that are a part of the romance aren't really affected. They're mostly happy until the last episode when they break down from all the emotional turmoil that they didn't show throughout the entire show, so I wouldn't even know because they didn't show it. Damn it! Scum's Wish is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Everyone in that show is sad as fuck the entire show. Like, honestly, it got to a point where everyone was just so sad, but it was so good at the same time. Like, I'm tired of seeing anime characters happy all the time, because that's all they are. I'm trying to see them sad, and that's what it did. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You are very welcome, Tenshin. Tenshin, everybody, give a round of applause. And I gotta say, I 100% agree. I don't know about you, but when I watch romance, I want to be hurt. I want to be depressed. I want the anime to make me feel like going on a 2 a.m. drive. And the fact of the matter is, there aren't many romance anime like that out there. He brought out some prime examples like Scum's Wish, Love and Lies, Domestic Girlfriend, and of course there are many more anime. And plenty of anime have sad endings, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about anime that keeps you invested in romance throughout the whole show. All we're asking is for some drama between love interests and more anime. Because quite frankly, there isn't enough of that. They save all the drama for the end. It should be the entire anime, not just the last 2 episodes. Next up is my good friend Mob. You see, Mob has a lot of experience with romance anime, probably more so than me, so his opinion is very important to me. So let's hear what he has to say and we'll go from there.
You know what? If you're watching this, don't even watch romance anime. You know why? That shit's fucking ass. The amount of stalling just to make the progress not go further is abysmal. The amount of things I've seen these writers do just so the story doesn't progress is ridiculous, man. Not only that, there's not enough MILFs, there's not enough onesans, there's not enough tall women, there's not enough tomboys, and you know what, man? The childhood friend is always losing, man. If you chose a childhood friend as your best girl, just walk away. Just walk away, man. There's no need to suffer no more. Just keep going. Don't even waste your time. All right? Just don't. You know what? Just don't even watch romance anime in general. All right? Fuck.
Haha, yes, Mob. It seems like you have a lot of pent-up emotion for the romance genre. So first, he brings up how sometimes the plot just becomes too stale because they have to make it 12 episodes. And that causes things to just slow down in the middle of the story. I can't think of any specific examples at the moment, but it is definitely annoying. Abysmal, as he put it. He then goes on to say, very passionately if I may add, that there aren't enough, and I quote, MILFs, onesans, tall women, and tomboys. Clearly here is a man tired of the norms, who wishes only for a variety of women to be properly represented in romance anime. And I'm sure he's not the only one, so if you agree with him, you should subscribe to my channel. Anyway, after that he exclaims that if you choose a childhood best friend, you should just give up on the whole show entirely. Clearly hinting at the fact that 9 times out of 10, the childhood friend will lose. So what would be the point of watching? And finally is my good friend Osomon. You see, Osomon has a lot of experience with romance anime, probably more so than me, so his opinion is very important to me. So let's hear what he has to say, and we'll go from there.
Romance anime isn't my specialty, and I don't have nearly as much experience under my belt as Tenshin or Mob, but regardless of experience, I can spot a little bitch boy MC from a mile away. Deku, Boruto, Episode 1 Kaneki, see... Hey, my bad, this is the wrong script. Personally, I'm very picky when it comes to how a character rubs me. Paused. Sometimes the cast of characters can ruin the entire show for me. Toradora. I love how confusing love can be. And it's really hard to create perfect scenarios that'll make a pivotal decision in the story that'll satisfy everybody in this fan base of that show. But to have a character fumble a bag repeatedly? Nah. You fumble a bag once, that's shame on the MC. You fumble a bag twice, that's shame on the girl for still fucking with the MC. But if you fumble a bag thrice, 3 times, that's shame on the creator, the show, the studio, the licensors.
Alright, well thanks for coming on. Well, as you can see, he touched upon a few problems he had before addressing his main one. First, he brings up how the whole cast of a show can be a problem. He then goes on to, not so subtly, call out Toradora for having a shit cast. And I gotta say, I 100% agree. Good on you, brother, for saying what others are too scared to say. Toradora's cast was shit. Moving on, he then goes on to say that satisfying endings for all people in the fan base can be hard to come by, especially when you're talking about QQ. And his final point, he goes on to explain that fumbling the bag is punishable by death. And that concludes today's episode of Anime is Garbage. Be sure to like and subscribe, and when you do, don't forget to turn on post notifications, because I sure as hell wouldn't. See you guys next time.